Thanks for joining me. So, as many of you guys know, I've been doing reviews of the Thundercats, and I don't know a lot about them, so I bought the DVD set, and I didn't like the frame rate, so I decided to crunch the set and put them on my computer. And then while it was on my computer, I ended up sticking them on this drive right here so I can watch them on my phone, which I transferred to my Apple TV. And so I started watching them today. And I thought, okay, I'll start with the first one. This will be kind of cool, you know, watching the Thundercats. And I don't know. There was some surprising things that I saw that I will share with you guys here in a moment. Now, I may have got some stuff wrong, which I'm glad you guys are here online to say, no, you got that wrong. But we'll see as we go through this. So the first one you probably saw right on the actual cover of this video. Let me go ahead and turn my iPad pad back on. Thundercats was a wild show, man. Yes, it sure seems to be. Okay, so let me go ahead and start from the beginning. Now, I don't know what happened when I transferred the pictures to my iPad. It put them out of order. So give me a minute while I find the picture I want to show you as I go through this. Okay, so first thing we see is the Thundercats in space with their red lights on. And they're in a situation. And in the situation, it ends up that the planet is going to explode. Ah, no. And so they're all talking. And you notice that there's only one person wearing clothes. People have belts on, but no clothes. Then you see that she has kind of like these lines around her legs. So maybe she does have shorts on. You know, maybe it might be possible. But definitely he ain't wearing nothing because there's no line up there. So it's like, the naked Thundercats. Okay. So they send her in to go wake up Lionel. And this is the picture I had on there. And that is kind of uncomfortable. But even if she does have shorts on, which it may be from her shorts to that line that she has some kind of exactly the same color as her skin shorts on, she definitely has no top on because there's no lines ending where the top would end. So she is definitely topless. But whether she has shorts on, that's to be determined. It's still hard to tell just where they drew the lines and stuff. So here you can see here's Lionel and her together. I'm like, what am I watching? I am so glad my grandkids are not watching this with me. And this is the original Thundercats. Yeah, Mike. It was like, Now, I have seen the ones that was made later on. Not 100 Thundercats Ho with the one between those two, this one and the other one. And I did like that Thundercats a lot. That was really cool. So then we see them looking at the planet. And then kaboom, the planet blows up and it's not a good thing. And so at this point, you don't know how many Thundercats there are. Yes, Jaga does talk about it later. And so the planet is exploding. And so you think maybe this is all the Thundercats are. This is it. This is the last remnants of the Thundercats. Hold on, I got dust all over my iPad. There we go. This is the last remnants of the Thundercats, and this is it. But then, he shows him the Sword of Omens. Still naked. And he's trying to hold the sword up. Careful, Lionel. This could cost you your future. This could be the end, man. Anyway. But it's funny that Jaga's dressed. I think that's kind of hilarious. The Thundercats roar is terrible. Never watch it. Hey, Dean, thanks for joining us. Black Phoenix 77, thanks for being here. George, thanks for joining us. Dolaxin, thanks for being here. Let's see, Vaughn, thanks for being here. Never understood cats as superheroes. All right, so make sure the right one's the next thing. So here they are all standing together, and sure enough, those black lines on their side, they are not the sign of shorts, because obviously these black lines go here and they don't ever end anywhere else. And even the kids, which I think these two kids are supposed to be younger than Lionel, I'm guessing the way it looks for sizing. They never really have them close enough together to tell. But it's funny, some of them are wearing belts, as you can see. Like he has his bat belt on and she has her cool belt on, which is kind of weird to have belts with nothing to hold up with the belts. But anyway, it just kind of shocked me, a little bit. But let's go ahead and See, so then Jaga tells them that now they're going to need to get clothes. So here he is making clothes. You can see he's making her clothes, and not just regular clothes, but also giving her accessories like bracelets and, one arm things. So I'm thinking to myself, Jaga, he has got to be the fashionista of the fashion world to create all these cool clothes for these Thundercats, right? And so I'm looking at his style of clothes, and it's like, dude, you got a giant thong pulled up to your chest is what he's wearing pretty much. And I'm like, maybe he's not quite the fashionista guy I was thinking. Let's see. I think Kit and Kat are older than Lionel. That's good to know. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out as I watched it. But you can see he actually did a pretty good job. He gave her a one sleeve thing. She doesn't have her belt anymore, which is surprising. I thought she would have kept the belt that she had. So that's kind of surprising. But, he is pretty good at fashion. Did she have eye makeup on before? Let me take a look. Yep, she did. Okay, so it's not eye makeup. It is actually her coloring on her face. All right. And he even gave them the Thundercats symbol right there. So that's kind of cool too. So he is, and you can see he made him a cool thing too. Even a separate sleeve that's different on this side. It's like, dude, you are pretty stylish, to create all these different styles. And then he gives him this one with the spikes, which is kind of funny, because here he is, and he's got all the spiked gear on him. It's like, dude, you got quite the crazy fashion style. It's almost like he was kind of being a little stereotypical on some of these clothes. Like, he's royalty, so he gets the cool arm sleeve, and he's the grunt mechanic guy, so he gets the spiked vest. So it's kind of hilarious. And then they start to get attacked, so all the ships join together. And you realize now that there's a bunch of Thundercats, because here's all these little Thundercat ships everywhere, and here's the big Armada ship in the middle. And so you can see now that they're not the only Thundercats left. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships here. 2 more fly in after this. So 7, 8 plus the big ship. So they're not the only Thundercats around. So that's kind of cool. And then you can see how cool the ship looks. It actually has a cat face on it. I mean, that's kind of a clever design. I was actually pretty pleased with the ship design. It's pretty cool. So then the bad guys invade the ship, and you get to find out all their powers. She can run fast. That's cool. He can turn invisible. That's pretty slick. And he's just a big broody guy. And what's crazy is he catches the spiked ball in his hand. Now it's like there's a spike on the other side. Wouldn't that spike go through the palm of his hand when he's catching it? No matter how strong you are, that spike hits your hand and he's palming it pretty good. He's going to have a hole there regardless. Or at least the ball will be pulled away from his hand if the spike didn't go in. Anyway, there's the kittens, and you find out that they are cunning and they can do all kinds of cool stuff. And of course, along with their costumes came all kinds of cool gadgets, just like their bat belts. So it's kind of cool. And again, he accessorized her too, gave her an armband. Actually, even he got accessorized with stuff too. So it's kind of funny how Jaga thought about all that. Okay, let me go ahead and find where we're at. So after they attack the ship, they find out that they really don't have a lot of stuff they need. They're looking for the Eye of Thundera, which is in the Sword of Omens, which of course they don't get. And what's crazy is look how many lizard guys there are. This shocked me. I didn't know that there was more baddies than just the ones we had. So we don't just have this guy here. He has his own minions on top of it too. So I was kind of shocked about that. So Lionel picks up the sword, and eventually, the eye opens up, and he gets the power of Grayskull. I mean, he gets the power of the Omens or whatever it is, and there it is. And then, of course, he scares off the bad guys. And look at that. Even this guy, there's multiple of him running through that ship. And so, and I don't remember that as a kid about having all these different bad guys for baddies all over the place. There's even a bunch of monkey guys too that all look the same. You can see there's one right here kind of knocked down and one running. And so it's kind of crazy how many different minions there are. So after they leave, the ship's kind of damaged, and they find out, hey, we have to go somewhere. And Panthro should have made the leader of the Thundercats, not Lionel. Yeah, Lionel's just a kid. It was surprising. And they find out, of course, the third planet, which one? Oh, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. Is the one they have to go to, which ends up being Earth, which is kind of cool. And then Jaga decides he's going to be the one dun, 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 to sacrifice himself to fly the Thundercats to this third Earth. So there we go. All right, Jaga. Pretty cool, you man. And so they all go into their pods to go to sleep. And Lionel's just some little kid. And there he is. And then at the end, he's dying, so he puts it on robot pilot. Not autopilot, but robot pilot, just to be clear. Robot pilot. So there it is. And then the ship crash lands. And then Lionel, bam! He is Mr. Macho Man. He's all grown up, all big and all strong. But they don't explain why that happened or how it happened. They kind of say, well, you know, you can still age inside the tube. Okay, well, that's plausible. But if he aged in the tube, wouldn't everybody else age in the tube at the same rate as well? I don't quite totally get that, but okay, that's cool. And so then you could see all these minion guys all landing on the planet. And you can see how many different styles there are of the same guy over and over again. It's kind of crazy, you know. So I thought that was kind of interesting how many there are. Reminds me of those little plastic army men just kind of plastered all over the place. But anyway, you can see here like all the different, which is kind of cool because I made this custom guy right here, and now he's going to work just fine for being one of the minions. I mean, granted, he does have, you know, a crown thing on his head, but that's okay. I can live with that. So cool, fun. And you can see here the monkey guys all coming up. Now, this is on one side of him, and he turns his head and looks around, and there's more coming on the other side. So it's just like there's at least 1, 2, 3 of those monkey guys on there. So there you go. So it's kind of crazy. And there you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys. So I guess you got to buy a bunch of them and customize them and make them all look a little different. So then he gets the sword finally, and he again. Oh, that's the next picture. Look at this. Oh, it's not there. It's at the beginning. Hold on. I love how the iPad just puts things in whatever order it wants. There we go. I love the way I picture. Look at his hair. I've been frazzled by the power. All right. And you can just see how frazzled he ends up looking. I mean, that must be some jolt going on there. I was cracking up when I saw that. He was, you know, it's kind of funny. And then he finds out the power he has. The ultimate power that has finally come across. The sword is a giant bat signal that appears in the sky, or cat symbol. And what it does is it awakens the Thundercats to action. And they all kind of wake up from their little plastic tomb things they're in, and they bust out of them. And it was just, it was crazy. You could see again all the same similar type guys all chunking around her. She goes into the fight. And even there, the kids all fighting those same kind of creatures too. And again, same, you know, multiple creatures the same. And then at the end, they finally beat them all, and Lionel holds the sword of power, saying, "I have the power." No, that's not what he said. And he basically gives some speech about how they're going to be, you know, this and that. He's Lord of the Thundercats. And they're all like, "Who are you? Just some kid." And they all start cracking up at him. And that's how the thing ends. So she's like, hilarious, but they didn't grow. How come these guys didn't become big too? What the heck? So, and even her, she should have aged too. She should be like in her 50s now or something. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of crazy that only Lionel was the only one that aged. And, but still, I did enjoy it. Like I said, I was shocked at the beginning to see these naked Thundercats running around. Especially scenes like that. I mean, come on. That would never fly in a cartoon today. So even this figure, when this figure came out, the first version of her didn't have her in her black tights. It was just this coloring all over her. And I remember, you know, parent groups all over the place freaked out, and now the figure's worth a whole ton of money. In fact, I was going to buy one of these, and it was so expensive to buy one without the black suit. Even now on eBay, still some guy bugging me, "Hey, I'll give it to you for only $270. It's like $270 for the same figure without the black suit. That's crazy. And actually, you know what? I think she actually looks cool with the black suit anyway. So I'm keeping her the way she is. I know she's not one of the Thundercats. She is from Wonder Woman, but still, it's it's just funny. Oh, boop. There's my other one. Hey, I just realized she has no clothes on but a belt. She fits right in. This is the one I use for Chitara right now until I actually get Chitara, because I haven't made her yet. All right, let me take a look at your guys' comments. Super Thunderian Lionel. Super Saiyan. Cheers, Dor. If I like He-Man, I will like Thundercats also. Thundercats are kind of fun for when I see them. I mean, hey, even in their commercial, or not commercial, their beginning, it says Thundercats are cool. So you know they're cool because they told you they are, in case you weren't sure. And I wondered, was I brainwashed when I was younger as a kid, to think Thundercats are cool because I heard it in every single episode that I watched? And I have no clue why I don't remember this stuff. I mean, I should be able to remember these episodes. I mean, it's not like I didn't watch them. I remember watching them and singing along in the song in the beginning, but I think I was just too busy getting my snack after school or snack after work or whatever it was when I was watching them. So I wasn't paying attention to the show, just watching the fight scenes, and when the music would start going, I'd go watch and see what's going on, kind of thing. I was making sure it wasn't. Let's see. Oh, Thundercats are loose. Yes. Oh, it was so funny. In the first episode, one of the guys utters the words, "The Thundercats are loose," and they actually then have the lyrics play, "Thundercats are loose." It was pretty funny. It made you kind of crack up. There was a He-Man Thundercats crossover DC Comics. I haven't read it yet. When I seen the artwork of it, though, I was not too impressed with it. So I haven't finding myself having a hard time trying to get into it when the artwork looks the way it does. But all right. Hey, Lewis, thanks for joining us. Anyway, I had fun watching the first one. I will keep watching the other ones. It's kind of cool. What I did was I actually loaded all the cartoons on this little stick right here, like I was mentioning earlier. And it allows me then to jam it onto my phone, just like that. And then once I have that on there, I can then hit videos, and then I can watch, and here's all the Thundercat episodes ready to go. And then I can just stream it to my my phone or to my TV. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going through them one at a time. Eventually, I will understand the Thundercat lore. So when I talk about the next set of figures, I will be able to not sound like, "Who's this? What's this? What's their power? What? Help, guys! I don't know what I'm talking about." So that's kind of where I'm at right now. In order to talk them, I have to kind of know them a little better. So I will be watching the video so I don't sound quite so dumb. In case you didn't notice, I got a brand new plant. See, it's right there. See, isn't that a cool looking plant? Yeah, there's nothing else to it. It's just a plant. So if you think there's something else to it, you are mistaken. That is just a plant that goes into the palace. It is not anything other than that. So don't think it's anything beyond that. So anyway, let me take a look at your guys' comments. All right. Wow, you guys look a lot of comments. Don't need watering. That plant is awfully suspicious. The Code of Thundera. Yeah, right now you're talking over my head, but hopefully I will find out what the Code of Thundera is as I watch through this. So I got 133 episodes to watch through. So it's going to be a while since I, actually get through them all. Dolph Quick, you're hilarious, man. All right. Have you never seen the series before, or just not in order? I've watched the series before, but not really in order. Just pop on TV and I'd watch it. So I've never had the DVDs. And I think I was just too preoccupied. I was just, it was either after school or after work, depending on what age I was watching it at. And like I said, I'd watch the beginning, then I'd go grab some food, and I'd come back and watch the fight scenes, and so I'd see Mumra transform, because that was always an exciting part, you know. Mumra, the ever living, which I haven't seen yet because he's not in the first episode, so we'll see. I think he might be in the second one. I think I saw when I was editing him. So, again, I don't know a lot of the lore, so that will all be new to me. So, but the idea of the fight scenes and everything else and the cool action, those I know pretty well. But, and the transformation of Mumra. Oh, and you guys were right. In the cartoon, I did stop on one of the frames and look at it. His face is cat-like on the cartoon as well. So this is cartoon accurate, having that lip like that. So I almost wonder if the guys who drew it didn't know the storyline yet, and they said, "Oh, they're all cats," or something. I don't know, because it's kind of weird that he has those cat features on his face, but yet he's from Earth completely. And then I think I saw another clip too where he looks like this, and he's fighting some Pharaoh guy even before all this happened. But I'll watch the cartoons and get them in order and check it all out. Fighting crime in a future time. Yep. Oh yeah, I used to like to watch Cops too. That was fun too. That blue guy's been eating his vitamins. Yes. He is Mumra, the ever-living. Like, oh, these are just so floppy. It's so cool. So you don't have to worry about them snapping as easily. They did a really good job. This is one of Super 7's masterpieces. This is an amazing figure. I am pretty happy with it. Speaking of Super 7, I've reached out to them twice now about Groon having backward shoulders. I still have not heard back. They said it's a 48-hour turnaround, but first contact I did was Monday, and we're on Thursday right now, so I think that 48-hour contact might be a little bogus. I may have to reach out to them on Facebook or something and say, "Hey, what's the deal? Why are my guys' shoulders backwards? Are they all that way?" I have another one ordered on Big Bad Toy Stores. I want to have one of each with the different types of armor on, but I'll see if that one is backward shoulders. GoBot's underrated. Yeah, the cape material is great. It's got multiple spots of wires on it. So it has a wire here, one here, one here, one here, one here, two on the top. Might be one long one too, I don't know. And the only bad part is the cape is held in with these little pins. And these pins are just plugged in. And so I'm going to take and super glue these pins in so they don't keep falling out. Because I'm afraid in a year or so, this cape's going to pop off of him and those little pins are going to be missing somewhere. I'll be trying to remake them in 3D. But what a cool figure. And they got the cape actually plugged into his back. He's got a spot to plug it in at. And I actually have pulled my Mumra custom figure out of my box because it's so disappointing compared to the new Mumra. Oh, I forgot to pull out this guy here. Some crazy robot looking pirate guy. I don't even know his name. If you guys know his name, post it. Oh, I don't even pull her out either. Now, I still have not seen her in the cartoon yet, and I was really surprised you got her before Chitara. But I didn't know she's supposed to be a good guy until just I read the box. I think that's it. That's all the ThunderCats that I have so far. They are cool. Of course, she's not, he's not. But the others are all ThunderCats. Oh yes, Brave Star is kind of cool. I'm still working on my fort right there. Hopefully I will have some ideas done at the fort. I'm working on the control panels right now for the machines. Once I get the machines, control panels all done, then I'll show you guys a new video on it. I just ordered the clear decals to make them, so it'll be cool. Captain Cracker. That's funny. I was thinking his name was Crackers. I kept thinking Crackers the Clown, though. But so his name is Captain Cracker. All right. There we go. All right. Well, that is all I got for now. And I'll keep watching the Thundercats. I know someone told me to watch the first 13. I think I might keep going at that point, even beyond that, just to see. Like and subscribe. I might have some more videos as I watch some more of the cartoon and get more freaked out by stuff, or if I find something really interesting, like, I don't know. I was surprised already to find naked Thundercats. So I wonder if Super 7 is going to release a special edition set of naked Thundercats, where you get him, a child version of him, Chitara. He was never naked, but he was helmetless. So, and who else was there? Oh, of course, the Wily Kits. I think that was pretty much it, right? Yeah. Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf. Everyone's gonna order naked Chitara. I wonder what they'd call her. They really couldn't say naked. They'd have to say maybe first first appearance. That's what they call them. First appearance Thundercats. That's what I want. The first appearance Thundercats. And then they have a set of ones that have no armor or clothes on. Thundercats ho. Truth, justice, vigilance, loyalty, and honor. Nice. Yeah, hopefully they do make the first appearance Thundercats. They make the belts removable on the figures too. So, you know, if you want to, you can have them for great customs. That'd be cool to even take those and just make your own armor and stuff for them and use them to mix with He-Man. That could be really cool. Yeah, I know. I probably just care about the words I say. All right. Well, like and subscribe and tell your friends, and hopefully this video does not get deleted off YouTube. If it does, I'll make it again, but this time leave the words like naked and things like that out of the video. The naked truth. There you go. And so like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I mean, really, shows like He-Man and Thundercats must be based on the barbaric worlds. Clothes tend to be somewhat scarce in those types of settings. Yes, He-Man was the strangest one because, as you guys saw in the original mini comics, they had futuristic weapons too. I mean, heck, Zodak has a laser gun, you know. And then, of course, when the cartoon came out, He-Man was just a superhero that would turn into a underwear-wearing guy with leather straps, while everybody else was dressed normal. I kind of wish that. In the He-Man lore, they were more dressed like Thundercats everywhere and not these people that have full clothes on and everything else. So you are right about that. Sword, sorcery, and future tech all together. But you think about it, even Star Wars is sword and sorcery, right? They got the laser swords, they're doing the Force, everything else. So Star Wars is definitely a sword and sorcery with technology thing too. So there you go. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to your post on Facebook. And the rest of you guys too, if you want, you can find me on Facebook. My link's in the bottom. If you guys make custom figures, I always love to see pictures of custom figures. So feel free to send them to me. E.T. was a Jedi, yes. That's how he could heal people. He had the Force. Space wizards. Oh, the 3 S's. Sword, sorcery, and science. Nice. I like that. The 3 S's. All right. Well, I'm going to end this video. My wife's probably wondering where I vanished to. And like and subscribe. And tell your friends. And be a good horticulturist and grow your own plants in pots as well. All right. See you guys next video. And like someone said last video, live long and prosper. What is the saying the Thundercats say to each other when they say goodbye? I mean, I know for He-Man, it's a good journey because of the 87 movie. And, you know, we have Spock saying live long and prosper from Star Trek. We got Star Wars, they say, may the Force be with you. What is it in Thundercats? What do they say in Thundercats lore when they say goodbye to people? Anyway, snakes. I will talk to you guys next video. Like, subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye now.